tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I crashed. Shout out South Tree and shout class. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second cup. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second cup. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second cup. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second cup.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First and 10, Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Jameis to throw it. That one into the hands of Laird. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
7-yard pickup.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, a run with Guida. Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. And Winston lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On first down, here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Winston. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Browns 0. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Tighten up.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking long for Westbrook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Let's go.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Browns nothing. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're saying and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. And if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this with PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
He's across
4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
7.
Mayfield off the play fake. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there.
You just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe return to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete.
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Browns 3. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Peck. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you feel like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there. That'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Number 20.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
It's 2nd and
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Browns first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Browns. Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the Dolphins.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Dolphins 42, Browns 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Breida. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Winston. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, 45 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is 4, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield to throw it. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
That's good.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running, and if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And this is going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, alert 33. 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. This is Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 43-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Winston. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Dolphin first down.
Ready. Flag. 58. Come on. And even. Switch.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Dolphins.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
At the 15-yard
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Now a give to Breida, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Flipped off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Following Throwing the interception, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, Mayfield again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Stepping, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go counter with Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.